Hey parents, this is Kate Jasmine. One thing that comes up a lot when you're parenting and or if you're a teacher, um, is that kids will get, upset. They'll get angry or sad or have a strong reaction to something. And sometimes you can, identify what it is and fix it right away and make it better. But other times you can't. And so a good thing for for us to be able to do is be able to help children regain a sense of calm. And that doesn't mean that they don't feel the feelings that they were feeling. They can still feel those feelings, but how can they re-regulate themselves so that they're not quite so upset? And it helps us too, because I don't know about you, but when my kids were little, if they would get really upset about something, often it would make me get really upset, right? So then I would get triggered, and then and then it would just be this sort of chaos, and everyone would be upset with each other. So it's key too that you consider your own self and how you can stay calm in the moment when your child is dysregulated, because it can be a hard thing to remain calm. In some ways you can help calm yourself, but also calm them. I'm going to give you a list of ways. So one thing that a lot of kids like is the finger breathing. So you take one hand, goes like this, the other finger goes up your thumb, you breathe in, you breathe out, breathe in, do it slowly, out, you go up and down all your fingers, so they get a really good solid 5 breaths out of that. And you could do it more than once if they seem to need more than that. You could also have them count to 10. There's something about making your brain think about those numbers and the process of counting that helps restore our emotional regulation sometimes. Another thing is box breathing. So picture an invisible box, and just like with the finger breathing, you breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Nice deep breaths from your tummy is best. For a lot of people, music helps. So you might want to, if your child seems to be worked up when they get home from school and it's bath time or something, you could, turn on some music and have them be in the bath, or as they're getting ready for bed, maybe there's a certain kind of calm music you like to play, and you can have that playing just to sort of get them calm and settled and knowing, oh, it's bedtime. Obviously, any sort of like routine or structure will also help kids remain calm because they know what to expect. It's always nice for them when they know what to expect. So if you're realizing, gosh, every night at bedtime, it's just sort of chaotic, think about, do I want to go back and think more about some of those routines? And do I want to really create more of a schedule so that they know what to expect? Some people like aromatherapy. So like certain scents in the air, you can get those like lavender sprays or whatever. Sometimes doing some form of like a calm exercise, like some yoga moves, some stretching, some downward dog, getting their head in that, the down position sometimes helps kids re-regulate. Stress balls, squishing little stress balls, or like the silly putty stuff, or clay, like especially the modeling clay seems to work well for squishing things. Hugging, have a stuffed animal that they hug or they like to pet, or maybe you have a real pet that they can pet or talk to. Sometimes it just petting the dog and talking to the dog will help. Reading a book in a nice calm place might help. Looking at a picture of something that was a happy memory, either a place that you go as a family, or, maybe a picture of when they were a little kid. Sometimes that'll help. Telling a joke can sometimes help, bringing humor into it. Sensory play, kind of like the silly putty, sandbox, that kinetic sand stuff that sticks all together, but they can manipulate it. That stuff is great. And kids really like playing with it and manipulating it. Sometimes they just need sleep. So putting them to bed, having them take a nap or something. Drawing can help some people. So for some people, writing out the problem helps. And there's also that Sesame Street Breathe app that's good. And there's the Calm app as well, which I think there's a version of it that is intended for kids. So I'm not 100% sure about that. But there's definitely one for adults. So you might like doing that. And also for you, if you find that when your kids get upset, you then get upset and it becomes like this like awful energy of everyone getting worked up. What I found helped sometimes when I was parenting was like getting curious to myself why what they were doing was upsetting me so much, and just continuing to say, well, why is this bothering me? Okay, why is that a problem? Okay, why does that upset me that they're doing that, right? And if you just keep asking yourself, I think someone I heard said, ask yourself why 5 times, and keep digging deeper into the issue, and you might come across a belief you have from, way back when you were a kid, that maybe your parents used to say or something, and then you can kind of question it, right? And you can say, why do I think that why should that be driving how I'm treating my child? Because you might find that it's not as important as you thought it was, right? Like all of a sudden when you realize those things, you come face to face with them, you can say, no, I'm not gonna let that belief guide who I am or what kind of parent I am. So anyway, these are just things to think about. I'm sure there are a zillion more out there of ways to stay calm. But I just wanted to give you some thoughts around that. And good luck, because the calmer we stay with our kids, the stronger our relationship will be, and the more that they can feel like they trust you. If we get dysregulated really quickly because they're dysregulated, it doesn't really help them work through it, and it doesn't help role model for them, right? We want to be the role model. So you might need to say, if you get worked up, you might need to say, hey, I need 5, give me a few minutes and then I can respond to you. And that's perfectly appropriate. Because, even as a teacher, sometimes you need that. You just need that step away to say, okay, I need to breathe a little bit and calm down, and then I can help deal with this child's issue. So anyway, I don't know if that helps or not. Hope it does. Good luck. And I hope everyone stays more calm. Thanks.